Repolishing your table. In your box you will have a Scotch-Brite pad, a piece of fine 320 grit flower paper, 180 grit pad, a soft cotton cloth, your pot of polish, relevant instructions. For weekly upkeep of your table, just use the Scotch-Brite pad, lightly rubbing along the whole table with the grain to keep it in good condition and remove any minor blemishes. To repolish your table. For repolishing, pick a cool day so the polish doesn't dry too quickly. Polishing should be quick and easy and not take long at all. Stage 1 is to sand down your table. Using the 320 flower paper, which you can wrap around the 180 pad for an even pressure, start sanding a section of the table at a time, working with the grain. On this table, this is across the table. On other designs, it'll be along the length of the table. You'll see dust form and the table will slightly change colour. Continue sanding with even pressure, always along the grain, until you've finished all your sections and the whole table has been sanded. Stage 2 is to remove all excess dust. With the soft cloth, working again with the grain, rub off all excess dust. Stage 3 is to apply your polish. Gently agitate your pot of polish and pour some onto the tabletop. I like to work in 10 to 12 inch strips down the table. Using a circular motion, spread out the polish with the cloth, working into the table as you go. Pour it out, spread it out. Pour it out, spread it out, continuing in circular movements. It's better to use more polish than less, as you don't want it to dry off before you get to the end of your section. Then with a clean cloth, remove the surplus polish off the table in light, wide circular sweeps, constantly turning the cloth over for a clean surface all the time. Then using another clean cloth and going right up to the table edges, in long, straight, continuous movements this time, wipe all the way along the grain. Repeat this all the way across or down your table, depending on the direction of its grain. Let the polish dry overnight. It's good practice the next day to finely rub the surface of your table with your Scotch-Brite pad, working again with the grain, then dust off. This will remove any shiny patches and possible surface blemishes. For deeply ingrained marks or stains, use the 180 grit pad or even a Stanley knife blade for deeper stains. Place the blade on the table surface. Tilt it forward by about 5 degrees. Push with your thumbs to get a curve. Then scrape with the grain, creating light shavings to remove the mark. Then using the 180 grit pad and working with the grain, sand over a wider area than the mark, followed by the 320 grit flower paper. Dust off the residue with a cloth. As a short-term remedy, just repolish the local damaged area by spreading the polish out and removing all excess polish off, always along with the grain. Ideally, you'd repolish your whole table at the same time, but otherwise it can wait until later. That's all there is to it. You now have a beautifully repolished table. Always store your polish in a cool place to keep it in best condition. If you'd like to order any more polish or need any more help, please give us a ring or email us.